we can have an exchange. You know, some parts have things they don't need anymore. Like in Buda, there are too many expensive Italian coffee machines and too many fast, expensive cars. You know, and in Pest, they can help Buda out because Buda has a real need for more very short-haired bodybuilding men with very small dogs. I think it could be a kind of a Lamborghinis for Lotsies, you know?
A lady called Kinga Kramer called us up and said she was putting together a new comedy setup here. So, were we interested? And we said certainly we are, and we managed to get together and we've come over to do this opening night of BuDSuCS or BuDSuCS, however you want to pronounce it.
BuDSuCS is Budapest stand-up comedy shows, and people seem to like it, so I think it's really going well. In the last couple of years I was living in London and I recently moved back to Budapest. And basically one night I wanted to go and see an English stand-up comedy and I was told that there is no such thing in Budapest. So I thought, okay, let's do one.
I want to find out, is it going to be the kind of evening event that a lot of people will come to and support over the long term? I hope so, because I think it's good for the international community to have, you know, another outlet. I think it's also good for Hungarians to get another view of comedy, another view of something from outside the country.
I got involved in BuDSuCS because I got a message on MySpace from a young lady named Kinga Kramer. That's how it all started. And I kind of figured that I'd done everything in this region. I've opened guidebooks, I've made short films, I've acted in other people's films. I'm a funny guy. I'm promoting an online comedy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pilot's not a pilot that drives out the wheel on the plane, but a pilot in the television set. Anyone know what it is? Yeah.
And I'm leaving it to the other guys to do the act. I'm just going to try and warm up the audience, and we're going to play some clips from my online series.
Welcome to the old world in the new century. Welcome to the smoking section of Europe.
Actually, when I was in London, I saw twice the comedy thing, and they were really good. So if it's going to be like that here as well, I really hope it's going to work out and they're going to continue it.
It involves lots of visual humour. We're doing some slapstick stuff, we're doing some sound gags, we're doing some musical stuff, and some stand-up as well. I wanted to mix it up for the crowd, so if someone's English is not so great, they'll still get some of the sight gags.
I guess this plays into, you know, what's it like doing comedy in Eastern Europe. I think one of our strengths could be that, you know, that people don't see a lot of stand-up comedy here, certainly not English stand-up comedy, and we have sort of plans to perhaps even take the show on the road and take it to places like Kiev and so forth, places where they really haven't seen an English stand-up comic for a while.
I want BuDSuCS to grow and kind of become like an agency where, first of all, in Hungary, we could provide any kind of venue with English-speaking comedians. They could be local comedians or comedians from UK, Germany, wherever we can find them.
Do lots of international gigs, often with a very mixed audience, and often the East Europeans are quite tough to please. So we're expecting a challenge tonight. On the other hand, people have been really great so far. We've had a really good time here. People we've met have been fun to be around, so we're hoping it should be a good blast.
Bloodied and torn, pulls himself up to his feet and stands there before the mafia bosses and says, "Right then, right, where is this girl with the toothache?"
Thank you very much. That's a